Hey y'all, we are back.
We're back.
We missed a week because, well,
Life happens.
yeah, like we have regular jobs. We do regular stuff. I wish we could pod, and if you want us to pod, donate to us. We'll put our Cash App in the bio, something.
Everywhere.
So we could do this full time, and
That'd be
then,
great.
yeah, we have more time. Like be away from our families, talk about sports. Don't you? Don't you? It's always weird. You realize on a nightly basis watching basketball how much time you spend away from people. You'd be
Bruh.
like, maybe I should like give attention to like people, but
My
I'm trying
wife
to get
and
this
kids.
game and stats.
Like, well, you say that, but that was literally me last night in the store.
You're like,
went to buy something, and like
gotta
I'm
take
in the line, and I'm like, my wife's like, hello, and I'm like, I'm working. But it don't seem like I'm working because I'm on Twitter.
Yeah, right. Even I know that that Tuesday, the night off for the voting, I know everybody who watched basketball was happy. You could take a full night off and not have to worry. It was like, yeah, listen, like I'm just gonna
You
chill.
gotta focus on nothing.
Because the night before, every team played.
Yeah, everybody.
Which is,
I think that was the first time in NBA history.
I don't think that's ever happened before. Because
they had everybody
played. They should do that more often.
That was really cool though, because the game started, and then every 15 minutes another one would start.
Pros, it was fun that everybody played the same night. Cons, I can't watch all these games going. It's too many games.
No,
at the
it's
same time.
virtually impossible.
I can't keep up with every single thing that's going on. So you kind of
it's hard to do it on a regular NBA night.
So like 16 games, like bro, I can't watch all these games. And
That's
they're all within
most
like
likely why they don't
minutes
do
of each other. It's like I have no idea what's going on.
But you were in LA that night, right?
No, I wasn't in LA.
Oh, you went the following night.
No, I wasn't in LA that night.
Okay,
I was.
So that mug started super early for you.
It did.
Like 4 and a half.
No, that was Monday.
Okay,
I wasn't late.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay. No. But like that was cool though. Got a day off, a full day. I think they should do it like every now and then before like day off.
I think the only time they get multiple days is All-Star break.
Yeah, All-Star.
And that just started happening.
Yeah, All-Star. Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City this year?
It is. That's why I thought Donovan would stay a little longer, but they've gotten better since.
They got Lori. Now. Speaking, you know what? Let's not even let's start with something positive, man.
Something positive.
Jazz, is it real? Is it still too early?
Okay, I've been asking myself this.
It's like what's
every day.
What is the point in the season to where you're like,
is it like
they actually should keep going?
No, me personally, I don't think they should keep going at all.
I don't either.
Like they should have, in my opinion, should have been started.
What are y'all doing?
Like the more you do this, the further back you get.
Further it back.
So yeah,
because all they have to do actually is be top. I mean,
was it
the
worst four?
Worst four.
4 or 5. Okay, 4. Ooh, so they out of that.
They still got a chance.
Nah,
they got to start soon.
They would have to like completely tank.
They could.
But I mean, like completely. They've
already won. How many games have they won?
They won 10 already.
Yeah, 10-4.
That's too many. We got 10 losses already, and we're not even trying to do that. Like, so it's us, y'all, Detroit,
I just
Charlotte.
Want the Jazz to like play hard till All-Star break for my own wants, so Lori can be an All-Star.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Because if they're still good,
he's definitely getting in. He's definitely
going to be an All-Star.
He's definitely getting in.
And I'll get to say I told you so. I already feel like I say I told you so now, but I'll really get to say being an All-Star.
You had him as an All-Star?
What you mean?
Or you just thought like he had a really high?
I feel like he could be like an All-Star player. Yeah.
Oh, I've never thought that.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't have been talking about. I feel like he couldn't be like an All-Star level player.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It just came, the right team, and I guess the right team is the Jazz.
What? The situation even like not even meant to be this way though. Like, that's weird.
Yo, he's getting like 25 a night, 24 a night.
Yep.
He's playing good. He outplayed AD with that
number one option on the number one team in the West.
Listen, who would have thought? I did.
I did.
I tried to say it. There was a lot of Dirk-like jokes the past 3 years.
I'm still giving you
because he was really good. He was really good rookie year, and then people were like, I don't see it, whatever. And then like it just got kind of weird on the Bulls. They weren't using him correctly, and then he went to the Cavs. He was solid for the Cavs, but they didn't even do a lot.
The role
and now he's in the Jazz, and like, yo, give Lori the ball. Lori needs.
See, the most shocking part is they keep winning. Like, not that he's balling as the number one, it's the winning part.
You know what? That's just the thing about basketball. When you watch them play, They move the ball.
And they got talent, too.
They have NBA talent.
Yes.
They have guys that can actually play know what's going on NBA teams.
Yes.
And they play as a team.
Yep.
And I think it's actually probably really fun playing on a team everybody enjoys playing.
That, and I thought you were about to say.
Because it's no, like, real star.
That, and also, like, their togetherness is everybody thinks we suck.
They all, it's
so they
everybody on that team got a chip on their shoulder.
Exactly.
They trade away their 3 best players in Gobert and Mitchell.
And everybody assuming they're tanking
Bogdanovich.
Yep.
And everybody assumes y'all done. And they're like, actually,
no, we got this.
We're pretty good. And we believe.
What?
That goes a long way, though. That's like how the Memphis thing was last year without Ja. It's like, dude, they shouldn't be this good, but they play hard together and they have enough talent. And teams are going to keep unconsciously underestimating them.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you're like, eventually,
it's hard to get up for a team like that. Like
who am I playing? Who's my matchup tonight?
Like
Jordan Clarkson.
You're not getting up for Jordan
Kelly
Clarkson.
Olynyk.
Yep. The only way it would get there is if like they were on like a huge winning streak, and it's like, okay, I want to break their streak
like
now.
Vanderbilt, like dude, who's the best?
Yeah, nobody's
like, because obviously players, especially star players, they look forward to the matchup. Who am I playing against?
Star, yeah.
When they go to the Jazz, they're like, there's nobody I feel like I have to step my game up for. But them as a team, as the way they all play, teams are just going to keep underestimating them. I think that's going to continue to happen. Because that happened last year for the Grizzlies. That happened for the Cavs until all the injuries last year. Teams just kept underestimating them.
Danny Ainge, you got to stop it.
He's a madman.
You got to put it to a halt.
I think he's fine with this year maybe not working out.
Really? No,
like
working out in what sense?
Like working out as far as tanking.
You think he's fine not tanking?
Because I think he can still trade those pieces off either in the offseason, whatever.
Well, man, it's hard to pass up on trying to get Wembanyama. That's the only thing.
I know, but in terms of draft, if they're thinking of the future, it's like it's gonna take a while and there'll be another guy.
But like to that magnitude though?
Not likely, but there hasn't been a
That's like saying, oh, I'll pass on LeBron. There'll be another guy. Like
I just think, and shoot, how you tell the organization, all the fans, like, hey, we're actually really good and everybody's having a great time, but we're gonna cut this off now.
Just do it.
Like, I'm sure that they're selling out. I'm sure it's going crazy because actually the whole
it's a basketball
we're the underdog and we're good.
And I love that, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the whole thing that comes with it as an owner and everything, like everybody involved. It's like, do we just stop this?
They do like winning, but somebody got to be.
I think there's still time for it to go bad. Like they're
probably waiting on like
if they lose like the next 5 of 7 games or something, it's like, all right, well, it's kind of like they're an 8th, 9th seed, then it's kind of like, okay, they got plenty of time to still be. They got plenty of time to still win less than 25
to
games.
Catch up to losses.
As long as if you can win 25 or less, then you got a chance to be in the bottom 4. That's kind of like where that is. 25 or less.
That's hard. When you have already got 10 on the board.
Yeah, but think how much worse that team could be if they trade those guys.
Well, if you're doing that, then definitely.
If they trade like 3 or 4 of those guys, think how bad.
So you think Danny Ainge should get on moving guys? Get on that already.
Give it another 10 games.
I think you should do it now. Like all their values are super high right now.
Could it get worse in 10 games though? It's not going to be worse in 10
games. Well, not
to
say get worse in 10 games.
It's not going to be worse.
It's not going to get better.
I think you also need teams to figure out whether they're good or bad, and teams aren't sure.
A lot
of
teams are in that.
They're not sure
right
yet. Yeah. So we're like, an injury happens, or like, okay, we really need help.
Yeah.
Or we really need this piece. Teams haven't quite figured it out.
They're all trying to figure out where they stand. Yeah.
It's still early for everybody to figure out like what might we need going forward in the season. But yeah, the Jazz, it's interesting, man.
Very interesting.
But besides a good note, we like to start the podcast off on a good note.
Sometimes.
Now let's get to the fun stuff.
I know.
Jay, I'll let you take it away.
I don't want it.
You know, matter of fact, Trey, run the tape right now of the first pod where Jerry said the Lakers were like the sleeper team. Like,
sleeper in the West.
Just repeat that right now.
You're actually gonna be surprised about this one.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't even think I would pick this team.
Okay.
Los Lakers.
I couldn't tell whether that was just a fan in you or whether you felt like
I legit thought LeBron and AD were coming to the season locked in, and we will win more games than people like thought we would. Sadly, as the season has progressed, they look more locked out than ever. like to the point where I low-key think LeBron is not that injured.
He just doesn't care?
He doesn't care.
That's a good one.
I think AD could play to another level, and he just has no want to do it. Like, it doesn't serve a purpose. I feel like they're in their minds, it don't serve a purpose to go all out right now. Because, like, they're realistic. Like, if I go out there and try to drop 40, if we try to drop 80 as a duo, we still might lose.
I don't think LeBron could drop 40 consistent at this point.
No, consistent. No way, no.
I'm not sure AD can either.
With this team construction, no.
I don't.
It's too hard.
If
it's
you're
too
that
much.
good,
it's too much.
I don't think they're at that level. And
Bron and AD?
I think AD for the most part has been dependent. He's played his best when he has a guard to put him in positions like that.
Yep.
LeBron at this point in his career, the defenses aren't like we got to stop LeBron by all needs anymore and not drawing the same kind of attention.
Yeah.
They're kind of like,
get yours. See if you can do it. See if you can do it.
Try LeBron. Like, shoot it.
And what's worse is his jump shot.
And AD can't shoot anything.
Neither one of their jump shots are there. So it's like
Russ out shooting them.
Why is Russell Westbrook our best player right now?
Russell Westbrook is your best player right now.
At one point, if you would have told me that in the offseason, I would have been like, bro, we are killing it.
That's the whole thing of 360. Everybody, like, it's done a full 180 actually. It's went from LeBron AD to Russ. It's like he's the best player.
You're the best player.
Russ is,
and you two
Russ
suck.
Is the captain.
You're the best player. Now you two
and he had
suck.
to come off the bench. I'm sure he on the bench like, yeah, y'all trash. Like, I might as well play.
Y'all. Man.
It's so bad. It's beautiful, man.
Yo, we are so down bad right now.
I feel like, I don't know if you remember, I said, even before the season, I was like, why did Darvin Ham take this job?
What you gonna take? Like, you gotta take it.
This is a freaking trap. It's a trap. You're gonna be fired.
With that. I wouldn't disagree with
Darvin,
that.
You're gonna be fired in 3 years.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
You're not gonna make it 3 years with this team. This team is done. They are checked out. It is bad. And
the worst part is our front office is like, all right, let's give it 20 games. We'll see. Like, we should make a move.
You need 20 games to see what this shit
Bro,
is.
like 20,
LeBron ain't gonna get healthier.
In 7 games, you can see what it was headed.
LeBron battling soreness and sitting out games and AD kind of floating, and it is bad, man. It is beautiful.
Our best player wants out, and we want him out. Like, what are we doing, man? I hate when the Lakers are
so,
down
Jerry,
bad
are they
like
going to hit
this.
the over?
There's no way we're touching the over at this point. The only over we're hitting is losses.
Jerry, do you see a 9th or 10th play in with this team? You feel like they got it in them?
The crazy part. Okay, here's the crazy part.
The
crazy part is we still might make the play in.
Speak your piece, Jerry. Play in Lakers?
Only because other teams may start tanking. But that's the only reason.
You feel like that's the case?
I think that's the only reason.
Is right now. Let me look to see what's going on.
Because right now we're behind. We're only above you guys in the standings.
We the same. We're twins.
And we're like, what, 2 games or 3 games behind the Warriors, who are like out to play in too right now. But
yeah, but I think that's gonna last.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying in general, as the standings go right now. Like, so like we're 3 games or so out of the play in. So it's very possible.
I'm gonna be honest. Y'all are not making the play in.
I wouldn't be surprised.
When I look at the teams, even if I take Utah out,
you gotta start.
I see Memphis, Portland, Phoenix, Dallas, New Orleans, Clippers, Golden State, Minnesota. All those teams are better than y'all, and Sacramento is better than y'all. OKC, it depends on how hard they want to keep trying.
You think Sacramento is better than us when we're healthy? Or it's pretty close?
Say it again.
You think Sacramento is better than us when we're healthy?
Say the last part again.
Are they better than
when y'all are what?
Healthy. You jerk.
When y'all healthy. Y'all gonna be
man, this nigga LeBron faking a growing injury, man. Golly,
he got a new house party movie coming out. He got to get ready. Like, he produced.
He out here promoting movies. Customary bill.
Bro, like LeBron went to LA to make movies, not to play basketball at this point.
That's hilarious because that's what we all thought when he first came.
He's there.
Now
man.
He's fulfilling it.
Oh man, it's so bad. I feel bad for him. I truly feel bad for Darvin. I do not know why he took that job.
I don't feel bad for Darvin.
I only feel bad because this is gonna go really bad, and it's just like he's been on good staffs. Obviously, he was with Budenholzer and stuff like that, so he'll get another job. But it's just a really bad start of like when you get like a stench on you of like a really bad team,
of a bad record too.
Yeah, and you got that on you, and even though it's not your fault, and even though he says. He always says the right things, which is always funny too. Even before that,
moral victory to
he believed in the team and like getting the buy-ins, like a defense. It's like, have you seen Russell Westbrook play defense? Russell Westbrook does not play defense.
Now he has been right that if Russ bought in, he could make him look good.
Yeah, but the nature of a players are going to play how they play and see themselves.
Oh, definitely, yes. But he said he would put them in positions to be successful.
And it's just like, look at the roster in this team. This roster in the team does not scream defense. And at one point, I think the last time we talked, they were top 5 defense.
Top 5, yeah.
They are 17 now, and that makes more sense. And I think they're going to get worse.
See, this is another thing that bothers me. We started the season as a good defensive team.
I didn't believe it.
We sucked on offense.
I didn't believe it.
Now our offense is picked up, and our defense is like chunk deuce. Like we can't do 2 in one game.
I think y'all are just going to like suck at both by like 20 more games in.
Okay, I'm with you because I don't think. Well, it depends. If we don't make a move, then I'm with you. I don't think AD and LeBron like care too much at this point. If we're gonna keep moving with this roster, I think their mindset is like, okay, whatever. To the front office.
That's the dilemma with this team now. They're so bad. It's almost like, do we keep this going or do we blow this up? Because it's bad. It is. It's not going to get better.
No, it won't.
It's not. It's like, I don't know what hope people may have or Lakers fans they may have. This is going to be terrible.
I think for the most part, a lot of Laker fans have come to terms with that. And it's it's at the point where it's like, okay, who we moving? Like, if we're going to move Russ, let's do it now.
Didn't they have like a revolt outside of the arena or something before?
Oh, my God. You could have pulled up while you were in LA.
They had a revolution. We will not.
I don't know if that was real or not, but it was hilarious.
I wish I had time to pull up to that. I would have recorded it. Like, yo,
it was like a protest at
Lakers
the arena.
Lakers fans so bad they're protesting 10 games in.
He said we pulling up to the game after we lose Friday.
They lost. I saw the game.
He was right. He was right.
They lost.
He was right.
They're trash.
We are basura.
It's beautiful.
Basura.
I love being right, especially about the Lakers. I knew they would be trash.
See, man, the fan of me was hoping, and I was given everything that I thought would be like the best case scenario.
It makes sense to believe in your mind when you say you have AD and LeBron on the same team.
But then you got to also remember too, like sometimes
What I saw last year, I feel like people thought that was just a fluke, and I'm like, nah, they sucked when they were on the court together. They sucked. Whatever rendition of the Lakers team, whoever was playing, they sucked. I was like, nah, they actually just suck. It doesn't matter if AD and LeBron's on the court. They weren't good. Doesn't matter if AD, LeBron, and Russ. Doesn't matter what kind of combination you want to come up with. They're just not good.
It's not fixable.
It's not fixable. And I felt that from last year because last year.
Well, I will say, the only thing I think is fixable about it, and we just can't do it, it seems like, is putting shooters around them three. That's the only thing. I know it's not easy, but I'm saying that's the only thing. That's the only route, though.
People keep saying that, obviously. It's like, oh, see how you build a team. It's like, bro, first of all, there's a salary cap, guys. So all your money is going to 3 guys. None of those 3 guys have been good. So what the hell is this team?
Darvin keeps mentioning that.
What is all our money is going to 3
guys that are not in sync.
Russ, LeBron, AD make all the money.
See, I have a plan for this.
Okay, what's your plan?
Rob Pelinka. Listen to me.
There we go. Cite your plan.
This is all we need to do. And I say all because it's real easy in theory. All we need to do is GM Jerry on the scene. Trade Russell Westbrook to the Indiana Pacers.
Okay.
We get back in return Buddy Hield, Miles Turner.
Okay.
And then before we do this, we need to have an agreement with the Pacers.
Okay.
You guys will not buy Russ out. Y'all will look for one more deal and trade him. That way, after they trade him, he's eligible to be a buyout candidate.
Okay.
And we can get him back.
So you want Russ back?
We want Russ back.
So you think if you trade Russ, he'll be like, yeah, I'll come back, because even though
yes, if he has an understanding ahead of time, this is what the plan is. We're gonna use you.
You think Russell Westbrook is an understanding person?
We're gonna use you to get shooters, and then you come back to us on a discount, but you still getting paid because you did a buyout. You still gonna get your money. Now the team has 360 and shooters.
I'm glad you said 360.
360 and shooters. That's the solution, Rob. Try it out, bro. That's all we got. Easy.
10 seed. They make the play. At
this point, that's what we shooting for. We 2-10, looking for the 10 seed.
Yo, this is bad, man. I love it.
It is real bad, man.
Oh man,
it is terrible.
Man. All that's actually distracted from what's going on with the Nets. It's like I know all the other teams, the Sixers and the Nets, are both like, hey, like keep being bad over there because we struggling.
Whatever
over here.
y'all doing, keep it up.
We don't know what's going on over here. Like, hey,
but it's funny you mentioned the Nets. They've actually, in a way, figured it out, but now they still got more to figure out.
They got more to figure out, but they look like a real team.
Yeah,
which they hadn't until that point all season. It looked just what is this team?
Yeah,
it's just a bunch of guys out there playing with Kevin.
I guess it makes sense because the offseason they had was real like chaotic.
Right.
So like coming into the season, it's a little unstable.
And Ben, Joe Harris not playing all last year, and Seth being injured. It was a little weird. But just like the flow of that team was just
it was off.
First of all,
really off.
First of all, I'll just say it. They just stopped trying for Steve Nash.
Oh, definitely.
I hate when teams do that though. I feel like that's so trash. Like, you're just gonna like. I get when a guy just gets fired for like, whatever, not being good.
Yeah.
But just to just quit.
Like give up on him.
They just quit on him.
Yeah.
Like it went from night to day as soon as Steve Nash. They did nothing different except whatever. It's just night to day.
But try harder.
But try harder. But try that annoys me as just like watching basketball. It's like he didn't deserve that. Like, y'all just wouldn't try for this man.
I feel you.
I just didn't try.
Because I still put myself in his shoes and I'm like, I wouldn't want that to happen. But then I'm looking at it from the other side of it, which would be the players. The only way to get him out at that point is to give up on him and make it visibly noticeable.
Because it was
it is trash though.
What has changed? What's changed besides nothing? Y'all just actually try on defense. Y'all actually move the ball.
Try on defense and y'all play as a team on the offense.
What the hell? That's all I'm sure he wanted to do. What?
Like any coach could have got you to do that.
See what I want you to do. I want movement. I want effort. And movement on offense,
be the best
pass the ball, and I want effort on defense, fam, and communication.
Every coach.
That's probably the first thing any coach says in a practice or just whatever. Bro, what? I could have went in there and said that.
And now they're doing it.
Now they're doing it, bro. What is this Nets team? They're like crazy, they are night and day.
That is crazy.
And even since the Kyrie thing we were talking about earlier, they're 4-1.
4-1, yeah.
They got the number one net rating, and number one defensive rating in the league. What?
The Nets. The same team.
I think,
and their best defender isn't even playing well. And
I think at one point their starters had like the lowest net rating in the league, games in.
But amongst all the starters, yeah.
What?
All it took was a firing of your coach.
And Ben Simmons out the starting lineup.
Well, yeah, that happened, but not on purpose. But it did happen.
But it did happen.
Kyrie out the building, like, yo, just get KD something that's functional.
Two of their max guys are Ben Simmons.
Nowhere to be found.
Ben is barely even playing. If playing, Kyrie's not playing. Two of you got a half a max guy on the bench in Ben Simmons, and you got KD, and you're playing the best they've played
in like 3 years
and forever.
Well, since James and Kyrie went down,
and forever. And they look like a real team. Yep. Like, they're actually good. They move the ball. They can shoot. Kevin Durant doesn't feel like he has to do everything. He gets everybody involved and he picks his spots.
Yep.
They're a real team. Like, what?
Yeah, they've been playing really good.
Surprisingly.
That Dallas game, even the loss.
The Dallas game, they were really good.
Still a good game.
Kevin Durant guarding Luka.
We need more of that. Oh my God. I saw him on his podcast talking about it, and he was saying he wished they could have went 1-on-1 versus each other a lot more. But J Kidd, like his strategy was double him every single time.
Of course.
And then he said Luka would get mad at Kidd because Luka would want to take him one-on-one.
Of course,
on a
but
few
we're not
positions.
doing that.
But he'd be like,
just
nah.
Coach.
But he was like, he actually said something I thought was interesting. He said he's gained respect for Luka on like an extremely high level over the last few years. Because when he came in the league, everybody was like hyping him up. And he was like, all I see is a guy that either gets to the rim to get layups or shoots a bad step back jumper. And he's like, over the course of a few years, he started evolving his game. And
no,
like,
he has it's wherever.
Yeah, he's like, now he can do everything now.
Yeah, but
he's like, he respects that. But yeah, I thought that was really cool.
Defense. The thing that I noticed the most with the Nets, that is, Ben Simmons couldn't guard Luka. The thing you're there for, you're there to play defense and be switchable, and Zion handled him. Giannis handled him.
Was bullying him like crazy.
Luka put him on the ground.
See, I wonder if that's like
what is going on.
The fact that he hasn't played in a long time, I feel like that plays a factor.
But so it's like just like you shouldn't be this bad on defense. Like he's
a foul machine.
He's bad everywhere.
Goon.
Ben Simmons is averaging, right, I think, like 5 fouls and 4.8 points a game.
That is nuts. That don't even sound right.
And he's making like mid $30 million a year. He is, in fact, the worst contract in the league. He looks like the worst contract ever right now. Bro, he's averaging 4.8 points a game.
See, man, I hope get well, Ben, man. Please. Get well. He doesn't look right. Like he doesn't look like he trusts himself.
He doesn't look like he knows how to play basketball.
That is crazy. That is nuts.
No, it's bad. It's so bad. It's like they can't play him. They take him out. You're the guy they need as a defender, and KD has to guard Luka. It's like, what? What are you on the court for then?
Yeah.
You ain't got no space. And I think I heard Claxton said that it's actually a lot easier when Ben Simmons not on the floor. It's more spacing. It's no. But it's crazy what a player says on the team. It's like, damn, you shouldn't be saying it out loud, but it's the truth though. Like,
he's not wrong at all.
He is not. Listen, there was no lies told.
But I like their roster. Like this season, yeah. Like
I think they always. I think they always had talent. I don't know.
No, last year not so much. Last year it was not because Joe got hurt mainly.
Well, Joe got hurt,
and that.
I think even then, when you looked on player by player, it's like they don't have a bad.
They didn't have enough wings.
They don't have a bad 2 through 8, whatever. I mean 3 through 8. Like
the players made sense. It was just the positions. They had too many small guards.
They do have a lot of
They still have small guards now. But like one of those guards can actually guard multiple positions, which is O'Neal, who's been really good for them.
Russell O'Neal's a solid player.
Yes,
Would I have traded a first for him? No. I still don't understand that. Why'd you give up a first for Royce O'Neal?
I was thinking too. They also have TJ. I wonder what he's gonna look like when he gets back. I keep forgetting he's on the team.
TJ Warren, I feel like has not played since the bubble
because he hasn't.
Bro, what is going on?
I don't know.
For a guy in their mid-20s to like he just hasn't played in 3 years.
That is mind-boggling.
The last time he was playing, he was balling out in the bubble.
I thought he was gonna start the season, but they were like he hasn't even had contact yet. This past week he started 5-on-5.
That's crazy.
That is.
I don't know what's going on with
hopefully like everything's good.
Thoughts and prayers. TJ Warren. Bubble TJ Warren. Come back.
If they get that guy, oh my God.
They don't need Kyrie. But
send him to the Lakers.
Another thing I looked as far as the East, the Bucks and the Celtics they're trying to. The Cavaliers are right there at 8-4.
Yeah.
The Bucks are even though the Cavs have beat the Celtics actually twice already this year. But even those 3 teams up there, they look like a clear tier above the other Eastern teams.
It's a big gap right now.
Like those teams, when I watched them play, like both Cleveland Celtics games have been like the best games of the year. Especially the last one. I was like, man, this is a playoff game right here. 10 games
that
early.
Game was intense.
That was intense. Like
Super
they were.
It
was.
Season.
That was a great game. That's the best game I've seen so far, actually. But and the Bucks just rolling. Like Giannis playing, Giannis not playing.
Don't matter really.
What? They're a machine. They're the new Spurs. The Bucks are the new Spurs. Doesn't matter who's out there. Javon Carter scored 36.
What is happening? What is happening?
Has like anybody in the Lakers scored 36?
No. This season, I don't think so yet.
So Javon Carter has scored more points than any.
Why are you doing this to
Javon Carter has probably scored more points than Ben Simmons has all year.
I would not be surprised by that.
In that one game.
That would not be surprising.
But yeah, the Bucks, man.
They're doing this without Middleton.
Bro, no Middleton. Bro, the last 2 games they didn't play with Giannis and they beat him. They won anyway. No. Actually, the last game, OKC came back and won, but the game before they won without both of them.
It's starting to look unfair for them good. And the Celtics.
They're good
because the Celtics played last night and they didn't play with Jalen, and it was
the talent. When you got, I just don't understand how teams just didn't want. I get Malcolm Brogdon's been hurt, but it's like they just got him for free.
I wonder if like teams just don't be knowing like what's.
I feel like also because his injury thing, teams were kind of just. I don't trust it, but it's like, bro, they got him for free.
Yeah.
What if the Lakers have Malcolm Brogdon right now?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way the Lakers called and checked, saw that price, and was like, "Nah, we're good."
Because the Pacers didn't get anything for him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so it had to be a buddy deal. It had to be a buddy deal.
They got nothing. They literally, it was just like, hey,
something they owed the Celtics. It's something. It got to be something behind the scenes,
bro.
Man.
What?
There's no way we saw.
Bro, I can make a list of teams that could use Malcolm Brogdon right now, starting
and give up nothing to get him. Like
Rockets, like Lakers, Mavs, bro. List of teams. It's a long. Like, hey, I like Malcolm Brogdon on my team for nothing.
For nothing,
he could probably start. Like what? Wizards.
Why do teams hate us, man?
Anyway,
I digress.
But
the Celtics and the Bucks have looked.
I think the Cavs are up there too. Even though because they didn't even have Garland for they didn't have Garland for like their first 8 games.
Were they like on a 7-game winning streak before this losing
streak?
Streak?
They were. Yeah. They're 8-4. They lost 3 in a row, they lost 3 pretty close. But yeah, I still think looking at them like they gotta figure it out. They gotta figure out balance. Watching the Cavs game, the one thing I've noticed is they have they have guards that are really scorers. And Mitchell and LeVert, and they play a lot of minutes. And Garland is a better passer, things like that. But I feel like there's a lot of times where that team, they don't use their size very well.
No, they don't.
Like, a lot of times...
Just take advantage of small teams.
Allen and Mobley, when they get it going, it's like, oh, they're just going to score almost every time. And it's just like, there'll be times to where they don't touch the ball for a long time. And it's like, bro, get these guys some easy looks. Get them some easy pin downs when they were like... But that's just not the way those guys are wired. Unless Garland's in the game and he's looking to pass the ball, which I think he's averaging like almost 10 assists a game right now.
The weird thing with Donovan, sometimes it feels like he has like he's still playing with Rudy.
A little bit.
It's like I'm hesitant to throw it.
Watching him play with the Cavs, you can see a little bit of the stuff that why Rudy didn't necessarily. Donovan Mitchell's been amazing.
Yes.
As a scorer.
Yeah.
But as a playmaker all the time, he's had some good games playmaking, but it's not always like, hey.
He's looking to get guys like
in
spots.
And a good playmaker is always looking to like, I can get my shot or give it off. I can go either way. With him, a lot of times it's mostly like, I'm trying to get my shot. And you can make a lot of shots and make amazing shots, get to the basket when you want. But it's just about finding that balance, especially when you have 2 guys as talented as Allen and Mobley. Getting those guys involved goes a long way. Because what I've noticed a lot, because I've been pretty invested in the Cavs. I watched quite a few Cavs games already. A lot of times, one of them get going early, Allen or Mobley, and then they'll get a lot of touches, and then they'll kind of like go off and on. They'll share minutes with Love at the 4, either one. And then a lot of times, early in the 4th, it'll be just Mobley, and Mobley might score. Mobley might get like 8 or 10 points in the 4th. They'll go out of their way to actually get him touches.
Yeah.
And I've seen that quite a few games now. They'll dump the ball, he'll get touches, whatever, and then they'll just kind of forget. And it's been that kind of way, just like it's no flow.
It's gonna be something that he has to have consciously, or like coaches in his ear too, like just telling him.
Because Garland's just naturally a playmaker in passing.
And those 2 bigs aren't naturally like guys that's like, hey, give me the ball, give me the
No,
ball.
that's also a thing. When you have a guy like they're not demanding or screaming for the ball and stuff like that.
Kevin Love probably the closest one of the 3, where he'll go to the post.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it weird. But still, as a team, even those guys are they're good, man.
Yeah, they are.
They are good. Like it doesn't matter whether Donovan Mitchell and Garland aren't good on defense because you got those 2 guys back there. It's like, oh, like you could get in the lane, but it's like, are you gonna make it? Like, what you gonna do? Like you can try, but like they look really good. I'm really like high on them so far. But Jason Tatum, man, earlier this year, he's been, thought of as like being a high level guy and like in that top 10 area, but I think it's cemented. Like he's a top.
So here's the thing.
He's a for sure, no doubt about it. He's got to be top 10 on every list now, kind of guy.
I had him top 10 before he got there.
About to say top 5.
He's looking real top 3 to 5-ish right now.
Top 3?
Like legit 3 to 5.
There's a conversation for that.
Yes.
I feel like you have to do it for long periods of time.
Yeah, I get that.
Because the Giannis, Luka, Jokic, Steph, KD, Embiid, that is a serious.
See, I feel like
no, the Embiid.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like he's passed up Embiid already.
Embiid just dropped 45 last night. He was unstoppable.
JT dropped 42 last night.
No, I feel you, but Embiid just had a MVP. If he doesn't get hurt last year, he's an MVP.
Funny thing that he's mentioned.
Know what I'm saying?
Last year, Tatum told him, get MVP this year because I'm getting it next.
Like Embiid would have been MVP last year if he didn't get hurt. Like, and even the year before,
I think he still should have got it, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just like he would have been the MVP last year if he didn't get hurt, whatever. So it's just like he's still done enough to show over a full season, like he's in that level. And then, but Tatum, you can't have a list now without him.
Oh no, definitely not. No.
Know what I'm saying? Before this year, I feel like you could maybe bring that up, whatever. You could say that, but I think now it's like you cannot have a list without Tatum.
He gotta be in
and
there.
even Ja.
Both of them, yeah.
And the other guy had listen. A lot of people doubted. A lot of people doubted. A lot of people doubted Dame this year. But Dame is still a top. Dame is still that guy.
Dame.
He's still that guy.
He got injured last year, so it's like
you forgot.
We don't know.
People forgot.
We don't know no more.
Because he wasn't.
You seen the new wave.
He wasn't good last year.
I guess
he
it
was
happens
hurt,
to everybody
obviously.
too. Yeah.
And it's like he been gone. And it's like no, Dame. It's still Dame time. It's still Dame time.
I've seen it.
Listen, you got everybody. Everybody's seen it.
Firsthand.
It's just like, so he just gonna make everything? It's just like, yeah.
How does he do it?
He's just gonna start making everything. It's just like, all right, well,
the man could be cold all game, but game on the line, it's going in.
Dame time.
It's going in.
That's the best moniker out of any player.
You know who else is like that?
Who?
And it's on a far worse level. D-Lo. D-Lo can be trash a whole game, and then in the fourth quarter, like he could just be a sniper. It's like, and what's coming after that.
You just gotta have that kind of confidence.
Yeah, he's really confident.
But like, damn, man, a lot of people. It was a lot of like, I don't know about Damian Lillard. It was a lot of people not sure about the Blazers. I was on the I think the Blazers are gonna be a playoff team. I was like, nah, the Blazers are gonna be a playoff. Like when Dame is in the game for like the past couple of seasons, they're like a top 3 offense, dude. He's that good. He's just that. Some guys are just machines like that on offense. When he's in the game, they're like almost at they're playing at like a 50-win level because when he's in the game. He's that good, and if you put good enough guys around him, Anthony Simmons, man, really, he's showing. If anything, he should have not took that $100 million and be like, hold up, give it a year, we'll come back because Jordan Poole shouldn't make more than me right now, and Tyler Hero shouldn't make more than me right now. And Jalen Brunson shouldn't make more than me right now. It's actually quite a few guys that make more than me, and I'm going crazy right now. Man. Actually, at 23 years old, I think he's right. 22, 23 years old right now.
Okay, yeah. So he
$100 million. They got to steal $25 million a year, 4 years. Nothing.
Okay,
Jeremy
so
Grant.
the Blazers have definitely surprised
Did you see that Jeremy Grant?
Yes.
The game winner? Man.
He traveled, but hey, he went in.
He definitely traveled. He took a few steps.
Last night he dropped like 35 plus.
Jeremy Grant, man. Listen.
He's back in his role.
Listen, I apologize. I wasn't aware of your game. Like Shaq, what Shaq say? I'm Jeremy Grant. I'm sorry. We were not on the Jeremy Grant thing.
I've done some homework. No, the Jeremy Grant to the Pistons thing was like, what are you doing, Detroit? Actually, you were on that boat by yourself once he signed. Me and Trey were saying he could do some stuff.
But were y'all on the Jeremy Grant is actually really good?
No, he wasn't on that train. He wasn't on that train. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Jeremy Grant is actually like he could be a top 3 player on a good team. Good, like Joe. Actually, Nuggets, y'all should have tried to pay him more money.
Should have gave him the money.
Y'all should have said, "Hey, Jeremy Grant, we'll actually just pay you a lot more." Because imagine if they had Jeremy Grant instead of Aaron Gordon. Oh my God, they're probably number one.
Please, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Jeremy Grant. Listen, I apologize. I was wrong. Sometimes I didn't think you were that guy, but actually you are a guy. You're actually good. And the Trailblazers are balling right now.
Blazers are definitely up there now.
But let's talk about players that aren't balling. Warriors bench, man. Last game they had against the Cavs, Kuminga, 4 minutes. The young guys are like, they had Anthony Lamb playing.
Yep.
DiVincenzo's back in the rotation.
G-League player.
Poole is still getting minutes, but Moody, Wiseman, Kuminga, just about out of the rotation the last couple games.
See, I saw the first few games. I was like, they're in trouble. I told you, like, I was jokingly saying they were in the same boat we are, but a part of that was true in the sense that they're real Steph heavy, and it's because nobody after Steph is like, "Are you gonna hoop today? Are you gonna hoop today?"
Well, their starters have been good.
Yeah, because of Steph.
Well, just in general, their starters have been good. But when they go to, like, you know how Kerr likes to play the bench together.
Yeah, and try to get
he likes to play bench together and roll out whatever. He likes deep teams. But those guys,
he used to run Clay with them, but not so much now.
Those guys, Jordan Poole included, have just not been good.
They look like they're not ready for the NBA. That's the sad part.
That's the thing about young guys and this potential word. I hate the potential word. Because it's like, what have you really done in flashes, and can you do it consistently? Kenny Smith said something actually on the show, and Charles disagreed. And I actually agreed.
Yeah.
Kenny said everybody's really good. Everybody can be a star, but what separates a star is, can you do it every night?
Every night, yeah.
And like, that's the actual difference. A lot of players only can drop 30.
Yeah.
Can you drop 30 on average every night? Like Luka is dropping.
That separates you.
That's the difference between you a star and like, you're just
super
a guy.
duper star, yeah.
And with young players, obviously, like me being a Rockets fan, it's just like, just learning how to play and being consistent goes so far. Like playing hard is a skill.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why Patrick Beverly's in the league. That's why Marcus Smart is.
That's why Tari's gonna be around for a while.
He plays harder than everybody else, and you gotta match it. Like players can't match it every game.
Coaches love that
because every game players don't. What they want to say? Players don't play their hardest every game.
Some games they don't even want to be there.
Like, listen, you have an off night. Guys like I said, like Patrick Beverly, like Marcus Smart, like Tari, like even Russ, even like Gary Payton, GP2. Those guys play hard every night, and it's annoying. Like, on an off night, on a Wednesday night, on a Sunday, 12 o'clock game, it don't matter. It's like, they're going at you, and it's just like not fun. But the Warriors guys, they just haven't figured out. And also how the Warriors play, you gotta be able to defend. You got to be able to move the ball. The Warriors play for each other on offense. They screen for each other. They back cut. They move the ball, and it's not easy for every player.
See, that kind of goes to something I've been thinking about over the last few years is why most teams don't play like the Warriors.
It's not that easy.
It's a hard thing
to
do. And players in general are not used to playing that way, that brand of basketball.
They got to buy in.
Like, because you grow up from elementary, middle school, high school, AAU, no matter what league you're playing, nobody's playing systems like that.
Nobody's playing like that.
Unless you go to like Princeton or something. Yeah. Even then, like when you get there, you're learning that.
Yeah. Nobody plays that. I mean, that's even the reason with, the Kevin Durant stuff. It was fun, but that's not the way nobody
just program the play. No.
They don't like it.
It's 3 players.
Give me the ball.
There's probably 3 players in the league used to playing this way.
It's like
3 Warriors.
It's like, give me the ball. You know what I'm saying? Stars like, just give me the ball.
No matter where you give me the ball, I'm going to do what I need to do.
But those young guys play that way too. That's the thing about also, I don't think a lot of teams can play because they don't have a Steph Curry. Steph is Steph is a one of a kind. They're allowed to play the way they play because of Steph.
Yep. And I'll throw Clay in there too. Yeah.
And Clay makes it easier for everybody. And also Draymond just reading their minds on the court.
That it's also a lot of years.
Draymond has these he has these picks to where they run behind him and he just throws it behind he bounces behind his back for a shot. I'm like, you know how many times they probably did that in practice to be comfortable to
over
like
the last,
he does
6,
it.
7, 8 years.
He knows you're running. He just behind his back to the like that seems such a basic thing, but they do it flawlessly. And it's like for how they play, most teams can't do that.
No,
a player like Steph to where he's dangerous wherever on the court. And when he's moving, now it's really dangerous. Yeah. And then Clay gets to moving too, and they get the setting screens for each other. And you got Looney setting back screens.
And that also takes advantage of defenses because most defenses lose.
Exactly. Like, you got doing all that, and then all of a sudden, boom, you got Wiggins on a back cut because you're worried about these two guys, and then Wiggins just gets free and just like, bro, what just happened?
Even him, it's been taking some adjustment for him too.
It took a while. Last year was like a big level up from the years before prior, whatever with Wiggins. So he looks more comfortable just playing with everything. When they need him to get a shot, he can get his own shot and do a little something. But it's been hard for the young guys, man.
Yeah, it has been.
It's almost like shit they have maybe traded. Teams looking for you're thinking about the future. The future is not real. And I've been saying all the time, it's like, bro, these future guys, it's not real.
The future is like a 3-year window.
It sounds fun. It's like, oh yeah, we got this young core. We're gonna be good in the future. It's like, yeah, will you? You sure?
I mean, you could look at the Celtics and say that, but
that sounds good.
That'll always happen. That does not.
But that happened slowly, also.
Yes,
it didn't happen. It didn't just happen. It happened
different versions of it too.
It happened over time. They were not the guys at first. And they consistently over time, slowly but surely came. And then naturally, now they're both good. And then first it was Tatum, then Jalen took a step behind them. Yeah. Now they're both like really high level scorers. Yeah, all-star level guys. Like it doesn't happen that way. Most young times you get Cat and you get Wiggins. Oh, we got guys of the future.
Francis and Mobley.
And Levine. And it never worked.
Nothing. It went nowhere.
It went nowhere. It did nothing. That team's not even together.
A lot of teams have the young talent together, but then when they grow, it's not together.
Because it's not a for sure thing. This young core, which everybody likes to say, who's the best young core?
You don't even know what those players are going to pan out to be as NBA players. No clue. So it's like
that's why I'm always in the line. I'm just like, hey, if you got a chance to like make a deal or like make a big trade,
do it. Lakers, do it.
How many people really want Wiseman, Kuminga, and Moody now as much? Now that we've seen them actually play.
Not as much as
Wiseman looks lost still. Kuminga's game to game.
Moody's Wiseman, you could have sold like the potential thing a couple years ago.
Not so much now.
No.
Can he even start for a good team? It's like,
I don't see that.
I mean, obviously not now, but it's like he might build down the future. But
yeah, you never know.
You can't. But we're talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? Teams don't have time. There's no time. The Warriors on a time frame where they need to win, and these young guys not helping. DiVincenzo, Anthony Lamb.
What?
Yeah,
we were talking about him last night. Like
Anthony Lamb, he played really good last night too.
Yeah,
he played with energy. He played defense. He catching alley hoops, shooting threes. I'm like, bro, Anthony Lamb. Getting minutes.
He was
a Houston legend.
Rio Grande
Rockets
legend.
Viper legend. He got a few minutes with the Rockets. A little.
Oh yeah, he did go up for a little bit.
Was he like MVP or something?
I think he won MVP the championship
of like the
G League.
Yeah. Listen, they got an MVP legend on there to come off the bench.
Warriors still got 2 MVPs.
DiVincenzo, champion with the Bucks coming out. Like, listen, but
he'll get it right.
Will he?
I hope not. I don't too much care about the Warriors winning anymore. Steph is one of my top 5 faves all time.
Listen,
but he's one enough.
He's one enough for me.
He's one enough.
These last couple of years, Steph is like feeling like he's another. It's just feeling like another level. Like
one of the Warriors fans said that this year is his 2018 LeBron season. Remember how Bron in 18 was by himself? He said he thinks this is that season.
I don't think it's quite.
I don't think it's that either.
That Cavs team sucks.
I see where he was going. I see where he was going.
All right.
Like as a player in your older age, I see what he meant.
We're not doing that.
I see what he meant.
We're not doing that. That Cavs team was terrible.
That team was cheeks.
Bro, that team was terrible. Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance, Crowder, Isaiah Thomas, Derrick Rose. That team was ass.
Ugh.
Kevin Love probably hurt and injured a lot by then. It wasn't the same.
A lot that year.
Tristan Thompson, not just like, bro, that team was terrible.
Man, those names aged terribly.
Still made the finals.
King James.
LeBron is different, man. Listen, like you gotta respect it. Because that team had no business winning a series.
King James.
Still beat the Raptors, all that stuff. But Luka, man. We are a Luka centric pod besides one guy.
Our producer Trey.
He won't believe. We're trying to.
It's so easy. Like all you gotta do is say the obvious.
And listen, I'm still giving him a hand.
Stop giving him olive branches.
I want him to join us.
No.
Dang, what's my eyes tearing up so bad for freaking talking about Luka? It's making me cry.
No, Trey does not deserve an olive branch. He doesn't at this point.
No olive branch.
No, he's hardened for life.
So we got no
even
Luka.
if he said, "Okay, I'm in on Luka," he's lying. Deep down inside, he's gonna hate everything you do because he's gonna compare it to Harden. That's where I'm at with Trey.
This Luka stuff is out of control.
That Harden stuff is in his heart for life. But Luka's
it's out of control, man.
Luka is looking.
What do you do?
He is definitely unstoppable at this point. There's literally nothing you can do. But hope
for real, like it's
the hope that he trusts his teammates more if you're the defense.
It's Giannis and him.
I would say it's him, Giannis, K, and Steph, and Tatum. All five.
I feel like Luka is still a level.
I feel like
I feel like Luka and Giannis.
All five of them are on the same level.
I feel like Luka and Giannis are still a level.
I don't think they're a level above yet.
I don't know, man. This Luka stuff is out. There's nothing you can do.
No, it's not. But hope he misses.
And the Giannis thing is still like, he's still just 34 and whatever. It's like casual. Doesn't matter who's out there.
He's at the point where
it's just like it doesn't matter.
He like they used to say voters got voter fatigue for
it's
LeBron.
Like yeah,
that's where you're at with Giannis.
It's those top right now. I think the best guys are Giannis, Luka, and Jokic from an every night perspective. Just how much they do. Because even though Jokic's not shooting as much, he had a night, whatever, he barely took any shots. He had a night, he only had a few assists, but he scored a bunch of points because the defense is like, you have to choose. Like, okay, either you're going to double him and he's going to find everybody open, or you're not going to double him and he's going to go to work on whoever your center is. There's no right option with the Jokic thing. It's only a wrong option. You just got to hope the other option goes better. There's no right option. It's like you can double him, and he's going to pass and find everybody open, and everybody's going to be open hitting threes, or you cannot double him, and he's going to slowly work whoever your center is, and there's nobody stopping that.
Literally no one.
The Giannis thing is just in transition. In transition, he's like, fam, especially with the no take foul thing.
Good luck.
Giannis is having it's a cakewalk out there, and the Luka thing is just
physically. He's just that's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy right now. I don't even know.
The league is in.
I feel like those three guys right now at the level are kind of like. And Steph has been playing great so far. Obviously, I just think with the last couple of years, those guys at that level have just been like, it's been pretty ridiculous. The Jokic back-to-back thing, Giannis just out of control. That series and the Luka stuff in the playoffs, it's like
it's really cool that it's three foreign guys though.
Dude,
that's rare air right there.
And then you got Embiid not super far away. It's like, bro, you have like 4 foreign guys that are like super
top of the
superstars.
Yeah,
you know,
league's came a long way, man.
It has, but the Luka thing, it has to slow down to certain. It's a lot.
I'm just waiting on Luka to ask for that request, that trade request. That's what I'm waiting on.
It's still a little early.
Nah, it's coming.
Trade request right now.
It's not right now, but the next 2 years.
Mavs got work to do.
I can see him bailing in the next 2 years. He should if it's still this. If it still look like this.
He's so good, man. It's at night to night.
I want to see it like on a contender consistently.
Like, I've been saying it since even that first Clippers. I was like, bro, if there's ever like a real star with Luka, it's a wrap. If it's a real star with Luka, I don't know how you stop them. Because how you stop him, it's like, bro, because the only thing stopping is like, it ain't been nobody else. You look at the Clippers game, Porzingis averaged 11 points for the series. Yeah. It's like, bro, he has nobody. Bro, if they get like a real guy,
another threat,
bro, I don't even. Hey, y'all figure it out.
See,
now.
that's what I want to see.
Like y'all figure it out.
That's
like,
what I want to see.
I'm sorry, like it's nothing. And I was even talking about what we were talking about before. It's like, man, like if this Bulls thing doesn't go too fast,
can Chicago work it out?
Can they get a DeRozan trade? DeRozan has another year left, so it's not a long-term thing with DeRozan. They can get 2 years out of him and max out those 2 years.
I guess it would depend on what they would receive back, if it would be worth for them to do it.
Because the Mavs have some of their future picks going forward. They don't have necessarily the player assets, but they have future picks going forward. And the Bulls get rid of DeRozan. Obviously, they're trying to go young and start over again.
Yeah,
with their younger guys, Pat Williams and
see, I wonder if they did that, would that open up Levine too?
That would probably be their kind of end up trading Levine at that point too, because Levine's 28 now.
Yeah,
or he's
not that young no more. Yeah,
either he's 27, about to turn 28 soon, or he just.
But he's pushing 30.
Yeah, he's right there. He's at that age where, hey man, I'm trying to. But that DeRozan to the Mavs trade is just like, that doesn't seem that far fetched to where like, and DeRozan's just the kind of guy, which DeRozan is still playing at a high level this year. He's still balling. And if you could somehow get that guy on the team, the Mavs definitely have the salaries to make it work, because they have a lot of guys who make a lot of money. They can throw, they can
make some fillers.
They have the filler to make it work. That would change the West. If he has a real sidekick like that to take over when he's not in the mix, he has to do this every game.
See, the thing, man, if they were to pull that off, then yeah, you're talking then. Because the West doesn't have like a top team that like you're gunning for right now.
When you put the Mavs aren't a contender right now.
No.
But you give them DeRozan as a second, not DeRozan as a. I don't want DeRozan as the guy.
Oh, we've seen that already. Seen that too many times. too
LeBron
many
and that
times.
Cavs team, we saw it.
Spurs saw it too.
But LeBron as the second guy to Luka. See, the second guy on some teams isn't the same level.
Yeah, like
being the second guy to Jimmy Butler,
to an all-time great.
Jimmy Butler is really good, but being the second guy to Jimmy Butler isn't the same thing, because you still have to be
on your game every night too.
Being the second guy to Luka, listen, I'm gonna go get 35 points.
Just give me your B game,
fam. Just give me 22 points a night, fam. I don't need you to do that much.
Yep.
And then, hey, if you gonna get 30 playing good, I'm gonna chill, relax.
You're rolling with it.
But hey, I just need you to get. Can you give me 20 to 25 points every night? I feel like DeMar DeRozan can easily do that.
Yeah, easy. Yeah.
So that changes just how that team is and how you can even play that team. Like, that's a whole different team.
That would put them atop the West.
That's a scary
At least on
team.
paper, for sure.
Especially with the way Christian Wood's been playing. Jason Kidd, what the fuck are you doing? I go on Twitter after every game. I look at Mavs. Jared, if you go type in Jason Kidd, Christian Wood, you're going to see a lot.
I've seen it on Reddit.
It is not nice.
I've seen it on Reddit.
I don't understand why he hates Christian Wood.
I don't know what it is, but it's so obvious.
First quarter of yesterday's game, Christian Wood gets in the game. Mavs go on a run. In I think 5 minutes, he scored 10 points. And then I was like,
he pulled him.
Bro, what are you doing?
He does it every game.
He scored 19
why.
points in 20. He fouled out, but he scored 19 points in 20 minutes. It's like, bro, why is this man averaging 23 points a game? The 2 games they didn't play Christian Wood, terrible. Struggled. Yeah. They couldn't score.
Way different, yeah.
He's the only person that can dribble. Him and Spencer Dinwiddie. They have 3 guys that can dribble the ball. Yeah. I do not understand the Christian.
I'll be assuming it's a defense thing, but then when you look at the roster, it's like, okay, who's gonna
score?
Yeah, who you gonna put in to help get buckets?
Even in that Nets game, when it got late, whatever, it's almost like, yeah, you can play a little defense, but when it comes to offense in the clutch part of the game, it's like, bro, y'all can't score.
You need something of a resistance.
I'm sick and tired of it.
I don't know what it is. I keep chunking it up, so I don't think he thinks he's ready.
It's not the play. Whenever he's in the game, they're good.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I do not understand.
I've been trying to figure it out.
Listen, I've heard it on podcasts. They've already started bringing it up. People have started bringing up all
kid thing?
everything in Mavs fans. Every game.
Why.
My favorite search is Christian Wood, Jason Kidd, because it's funny. It's like Mavs fans have had enough.
Have you done it on Reddit?
Huh?
Have you seen it on Reddit?
Yeah.
If you go to Mavs Reddit,
it's every game. Every game. It's like, bro, what is Jason Kidd doing? Man. Like, what did Christian Wood do to you, Jason Kidd?
I have no clue.
Because
it's not like that. He's playing bad or playing like stupid or anything negative.
He's like, yo, listen, I'm gonna start anybody besides you.
It's like he has like a minutes for him in his mind, and he just sticks to it no matter what.
No more than 25 minutes a game for you, Wood. No matter good you're
what
playing.
you're doing. Like, I've never seen that before.
I just don't understand it. It makes no sense.
It's kind of like with Rocket's Twitter and Sengun.
Oh man, but I don't know. But I feel like Luka needs help, man.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Whatever trade, Bradley Beal.
Bradley's addicted to losing. How many times do you want me to tell you that? He's not going nowhere.
Wizards, what are y'all doing?
Bradley Beal, what are you doing?
This is the Wizards segment of the show because what are y'all doing? Y'all are 7-6.
7-6, 5th seed. You
Why?
don't like it?
Why?
They're trending this way.
What is the point of this?
I have no idea. Tickets? Prove to Bill you want to win? Not that he cares about winning, but
he hasn't even played the last few games.
I don't get it.
I just don't understand the team that just wants to be in the middle of nowhere.
I have no clue. Now, okay, so when the season started, there was a team I told not to do that.
What?
And they've listened.
What?
The Hornets.
Well, they've had no choice.
They've 3-10. That's why I was like, I don't know
They've
if it's
actually had
intentional
no choice.
or unintentional.
Gordon
but
Hayward,
it's happened.
They've had injuries. Gordon Hayward been hurt. Obviously, gets hurt every year. And LaMelo ain't played.
LaMelo just played his first game last night.
They've had no choice but to be bad. Actually,
it's working though. 3-10. Keep it up.
They're gonna try.
3-10. Keep it up.
Try.
Don't try.
They're gonna try.
MJ, don't try.
They're gonna try.
Don't do it.
Melo's back when Gordon Hayward comes back. Winning streak.
No, don't do
it. Playing Hornets. They are the playing Hornets.
For what? Same thing with the Wizards. For what?
That's their banner.
No.
That's their banner.
Keep losing.
Hornets banner is playing.
No. Outlose the Magic. Outlose Detroit. Stay down
there. The Magic are going to have a hard time losing.
They already started their tank ship.
Yeah, but I feel like even though I think they actually have the most like clutch losses by like less than 4 points.
Too close in games.
Yeah, they're actually in the they're like because like they're not even bad. They're losing like close games to good teams. It's like the Magic actually should slow down. They're actually way better than even their record. Like if they're fully healthy, they're gonna maybe win too many games.
They're not gonna be.
They haven't been healthy.
They're gonna keep sitting guys. Rightfully so.
They haven't been sitting guys. Guys just
they've sat Paolo like the last 3 games.
Well, that's an actual like reason, not for like.
That's how it starts. X-Shay.
Just a little soreness.
You exactly. That's all it is.
Suggs has been a little injured. Cole Anthony hasn't
Suggs
really played.
actually does get injured. I'll say that.
Cole Anthony hasn't really played that much this year. Their guards have been really injured, and Fultz hasn't played yet.
No, he still hasn't.
But them at full strength, if they have everybody, they're good. They're
really talented.
They're gonna actually be like play-in level team if they have everybody. They're not that.
They could actually legit shoot for the play-in next season. I don't see it this year because like it's no point.
I think they could be in range of playing this year. Maybe not make it, but they could be in if they actually play through the season. They could do it. They could do it.
Magic got something. You guys have been playing close games lately.
The Rockets have been in close games. It's hard for bad teams to close out games.
So check this out. You was out of town, so you wasn't here.
I was.
But producer Trey had a surprise birthday party.
I heard.
Happy birthday to producer Trey, by the way.
Listen.
He had a surprise birthday party. His wife had us come over for a watch party of the Houston Rockets.
Yeah.
He was unaware. So when he noticed, one of the first things that came to his mind was, dang, my wife sent them here to watch a blowout. But lucky for him, the Rockets competed in the second half.
They hung in there, man.
The second half, Jalen turned up, and
Jalen had a great game.
It was a close game. But I thought that was hilarious.
That is hilarious.
But off camera, I got to tell you some wild stuff. But yeah,
I'm here for the wild stuff. This is the F3 podcast.
Man,
Flagrant, you got a flagrant?
No,
we're not doing that.
He is a flagrant, but I'm not gonna do it. I
got a flagrant too, but I already shared it with you, Jerry. But I haven't shared it with you. I didn't tell Trey yet about the flagrant.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't tell you about the flagrant. We'll share that after. We won't be recorded. Not in 4K.
Not in 4K.
Not in 4K.
But in 4K, we could do our new game. We got a new game, guys.
Oh, we do.
We have a new game.
Listen, we're trying to figure it out, man. We're getting a little creative in the pod. You know what I'm saying?
So our new game it's called 5 or Less.
5 or Less.
I'm gonna shoot out a name. Mike's gonna shoot out a name. Whoever doesn't shoot out the name is the one that has to give a description of that person or team in 5 words or less.
Okay.
So you can go first.
You go first.
He's going to tell me a name. I'm going to have to give a description. 5 words or less. I know this can get wild. I already feel it. Pause.
You ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Wizards.
The Kyle Kuzma show. Let's go, Kyle. Let's go.
Wow. Is he the best player on the team?
Best player on the team. Trade Bill. Get Kyle something to work with, man.
Max contract?
Get that man his extension.
Wow.
100 mil Kuz.
I love Kyle Kuzma tweeting during LA games all the time.
Yeah, he be trolling. It started off low key, but it's starting to get caught up on.
He got his ring. It's like, oh, y'all trash now. But like you need me. Like you kind of need me.
All right, I'm gonna do
Kyle Kuzma, would he be the best player in the Lakers right now?
Heck no. Stop the presses.
I don't know, man.
Ain't no way. Okay, so here's the first. Right. Here's the first one for you. You might actually like this one, but right. Danny Ainge.
This is a tough one.
It is tough.
Trade the fucking picks, Danny. Stop. Trade the fucking picks, Danny.
Trade the picks?
That's 5 words.
That's
Trade
5.
the fucking picks, Danny. Danny, stop. Stop. Just get on the phone. Get this out the way.
Get rid of them, yep.
I know it's fun. It builds, you know what I'm saying, like the chemistry. You know, the team chemistry right now is an A++. Like if this was a 2K game, whatever, team chemistry out of control.
Yes.
Like they look like the Spurs out there, but they're not the Spurs. they're not.
Not the Spurs.
Like, listen. I love Lauri. Lauri's my guy. Lauri Markkanen cannot be the best player of your team. Going like, what are we doing? Like
just like Kuzma.
Now maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Lauri Markkanen might really be the guy. But as I've seen, so this is Jordan Clarkson cannot be
number 2.
The 36th best player in the league.
Nah. For a full season?
Danny, trade the fucking picks, Danny.
Do it.
Trade it.
All right, so I'm gonna go again and then you can double. So my second name is Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers.
Just go bald.
Yikes. He has been faking it for a minute.
Damn, Doc, what are you doing? You thought I was going to say something about basketball. It's like, Doc, just go bald, bro.
Hey, man.
Doc.
That's not bad advice.
All right, let me give you my next one. Doc Rivers.
Yo, he's on there too. Doc is a popular guy. Doc Rivers, all right.
What's your Doc? Five words. What you got, Jerry?
Tell Morey to get rid of Harden.
Bro, that's 6.
Tell Morey. Harden out.
You would do this. You would do this with Trey not in the room.
He walked out at the perfect time, but yeah,
he did.
Yo, just wrap it.
Wrap it up.
Chill out with the Houston Sixers thing.
You think Harden ain't gonna work the Harden thing?
No.
Damn.
It's not happening.
Damn.
Tell him to move on. That's where I'm at with it.
That's a lot.
Next name is our team.
My next one is my next one is this is a pause. Orlando Length.
Yikes. Super pause.
I'm just listening, man. That's the thing that made sense.
Why are you allowing me to give a description?
What do you think about the Magic's length?
That is nuts.
Magic length. They're interesting watching, man. It's crazy when they don't have any guards. It's just Franz, Paolo, Bobo, Wendell Carter, and freaking Suggs. And it's like, what the heck kind of team is this?
I got it.
What you got?
The next evolution of basketball. That is where it's headed.
It's weird.
That is definitely where it's headed.
It's weird. It's fun to watch though.
Everybody's wingspan is like 6'10" and higher.
It's crazy to watch, and it's crazy to watch. It's a bunch of tall, skilled guys.
Yeah, super skilled.
That can shoot.
Bobo is really skilled.
He's really skilled. He's just not consistent. That's his thing. He is skilled.
He needs a few more pounds on him, but
it's not even. Stuff. It's not necessarily. It's the pounds, but it's not even necessarily the pounds. He doesn't know when not to do too much and when to do too much. Like because you'll see he'll make a great play. He'll dribble, Euro, do something, then he'll try it again, whatever, off balance, and it'll look like the worst thing you've ever seen. It's like, bro, he just hasn't figured. It's hard being that tall for one.
Yeah, it is.
He's 7'2". It's hard
it's having not natural to do guard movements.
Especially having good balance in doing stuff, and also he's frail, so it's weird. But that team's like just the height and the length of their guys and the wingspan be on the court. It's when they go like those all like 6'8" and above lineups. It's like, crazy. Fam, and they all can dribble.
Next evolution.
They can
of
shoot.
I'm telling you,
it's crazy to see.
Next name is. I feel like I already know your answer. DeAndre Ayton.
Not an all-star.
Not an all-star?
Not an all-star.
Could he make an all-star team? I think he could, actually. Nah, that shit probably sailed, actually, now I think about it. I was going to say if they were the 1 seed, but they've been the 1 seed by a mile, and he still didn't make it. Nah, you're right.
Not an all-star.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
He would have to get traded or something.
Yeah.
Number 1 guy. It's in him.
It's in him?
David Duncan. All right, my next guy.
He just got outplayed by Wendell Carter a couple nights ago.
Hey, enough of David Duncan.
Sorry.
Next guy. Kevin Porter Jr. Think hard, think long.
Jordan Clarkson.
No, 2.0, 1.5, 0.5, 3.0.
Jazz. This year's Jazz Jordan Clarkson.
Dang, that's actually a compliment.
I don't think Kevin Porter Jr. is a bad player.
So you want him as a 6-man though, which to me makes a lot of sense.
It's either 6-man or 2-guard, but he can't be a 2-guard in the team. Why? Because they have a player better than him at the position already. And that's what people are just like, yeah, he would be way better if he didn't have to be on ball and he could play like the 3 or the 2. Well, sorry, guys. He can't really play the 3 because he's not big enough, and he can't play the 2 because, well,
the future of the franchise is right there.
Got Jalen Green there. So, like, he has no choice but to be a 1 in a position he's, that doesn't quite make sense all the time for him.
And who's going to tell him to come off the bench is what I've been wondering. I don't think nobody in that building got it in them.
Yeah, nah.
Nah, not yet.
Because he's going to leave the arena. Throw food at somebody in the locker room.
Coach Lucas. All right, so next name.
De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron
Fox has been really good this year.
This might be a hot take, actually.
I feel like people actually did a 180 on him not being good and him not whatever last couple of years. And actually this year, he's been amazing this year.
This could be a hot take.
He's even hitting threes.
Future Hall of Famer.
Oh, wow.
I think he's going to get in.
Really?
Yes, I think he's about to get to a point where
he's 24, but he's really.
I think he's about to get to a point in his career where the accolades are about to start coming in.
It's just gonna be hard for him until the right team.
I don't even know if it has to be like in a winning
It's gonna be hard to make the Hall of Fame if never winning.
No, not in that sense, but like because he can get accolades and not be like on a contender.
And then another team like later on in
like as he gets older.
Because I just see it. I feel like he's been the guy. He's been the one guy I feel like people aren't necessarily talking about this year. But he's been really
amazing.
He's hitting almost 40% of his threes. The 3-point shot isn't a problem.
Literally lit us up Friday night.
The mid-range, bro. De'Aaron Fox is an all. If he was on a good team, he'd be an all-star.
Yeah, easily. Yes.
The fact is, with the Kings of the roster, they're not, and they've been better. They've been actually good this year. The record doesn't quite show how good they've been. They're like, I think they're like 2 games under 500, but they've been actually pretty good this year.
I think the All NBA accolades is about to start coming in.
It's just gonna be hard without the winning. That's
that is gonna play a factor
without the winning. Yeah, like you look at like if he was on the Hawks instead of Murray, people look at him totally differently. But it's like when you get on the actual winning team, and it's like, oh, now you look in a better light with a winning record.
Elevates everything.
When you're on a good team, now you look completely different. Look at Drew Holiday on the Pelicans, Drew Holiday on the Bucks. Same guy.
And look at his possessions.
It's like, oh,
there you go.
That's what I think it is.
So my next one is a good one.
All right, what you got?
Tillman Fertitta. Tillman Fertitta.
Loan interest.
Are you calling your owner cheap? He be avoiding the luxury tax, but I don't know if it's because he's cheap or not.
Can he afford the luxury tax?
Let's talk the list. We'll find out. All right, so that one and my last one. This is an alley, maybe. I don't know. I forgot how you felt about this team actually, but Minnesota Timberwolves.
Cat and Gobert don't work.
That is very true.
It doesn't work on defense.
That is very true.
It doesn't work on defense. It's okay on offense because Cat can shoot.
Cat's the 4, like, yeah.
But on defense, Cat at the 4, Jesus, like thoughts and prayers. Cat at the 4, it does not work on defense.
That
does
team
not
is
work
all
on defense.
Out of sorts.
And they're an okay defensive team, but just it doesn't work on defense really good when they're both out there because Cat has to guard wings and switch and do a lot more running around, and that's just not the skill of his.
That's one of those teams where I wish we could like be in their like GM discussions and like their war rooms. And it's like, what was y'all thinking? Giving up all that for Rudy.
I like the Rudy Gobert trade. I didn't like how much they got.
That's what I'm saying, but like, why so much?
And it's not even about it's more about not necessarily Rudy. It's more about the fit with Cat. Their best, one of your best, your second best guy, arguably first best guy, doesn't quite make sense with this guy.
So why go all out like that?
It's not the Gobert thing. It's the fit thing. The
fit with your best guys. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Like Gobert is still good. He's still getting He's getting more points, whatever, than like averaging even last year. Rebounds. He's still blocking shots when he's on the court. Yeah. Still good defense. It's just that when it fit with Cat, it is out of whack.
Doesn't make sense to me.
But funny that you say that is my next guy is Cat.
Really?
Not even joking.
Cat.
I'm not the biggest fan of Cat.
Me either.
He can play, but how good is he? It's a little DeMarcus Cousins-ish. It's like, yeah, you put up a lot of stats, but are you really, really that good on a good team?
My 5 words or less would be super talented.
Super talented.
I don't know.
That's 100%.
That's where I'm at with him.
What if the Timberwolves traded Cat?
To whom, though?
I don't know about whom. I'm sure he had a lot of suitors. Like, he's still thought of, I think.
Definitely,
He's still thought of as, like, a top guy, all-star level guy, really good offensive player, top offensive player. Like, what if they just move their team around and change their course? Like, why don't we just
build around that, basically?
Build around Ant, build a different kind of team, and you got Gobert at the 5 being the protector on defense. You got a different kind of team.
And
D'Lo is off the books this year. And move Cat. What could you get for Cat? You could probably get.
You could get some.
I know.
Yeah, you could. And there's some thirsty teams too.
Oh my! If
Miami would probably.
If Gobert can get that, if Gobert can get that, what do you think Cat can get for a team to be like?
Yeah.
Well, like you could get picks, players. How you want to go about doing it, and then you'll still have space next year when D'Lo comes off the books, and you have teams to like really redo this team.
Yeah, because it's no.
There's
no reason.
You have room to actually still be competitive with the roster kind of reconstructed while also building your team around Ant that makes more sense. And then also having a really kind of guy like Gobert on defense that like
kind of the Jazz thing, what they were doing for a while,
but like do it better.
Yeah,
like put better players.
You saw they gave you.
They did it wrong. Yeah. They just did it. They just didn't do it very well.
You can enhance it. Yeah,
it's like, hey, we want Donovan Mitchell and we want Gobert and we want no good defenders around them.
Nah, don't do that.
One, nah. One's too many. We want none. We want no good defenders around these guys.
We want 6 foot or less at the guard spot.
Like that's what we want to do. And then we want to make Rudy Gobert work as hard as he possibly can on defense. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're never going to pass him the ball either. It's like, what kind of offense is this?
Nah, they actually could reconstruct and like just go a different route.
Yeah,
because I don't see this working to a high level. I don't even think, I'm not even sure Cat and Ant like each other like that.
It's not a matter of like with
but I feel like okay, so I've heard that said before, but I think the older generation that was the case.
Yeah.
This generation, I think those guys actually have to like each other.
Be friendly.
Yeah. Because then the locker room gets real messy, and like this era isn't like cool or mess like that.
You're right.
That's how I see that one.
You're right. I don't know. The Cat things. That's. I'm sure they can't do. They wouldn't do that. Like he's been a guy. Teams never. That's one thing. Teams that aren't willing to make a splash and
at go the right time.
Teams will just play it out. It's like, play it out for what? Like, what is this team? What is this?
Yeah, there's a few teams.
Like we
waited 2 years too late.
We gave up our young players. We gave up all our picks.
Yep.
What is this going forward?
We cheeks out.
This is the team.
Yep.
And we'll have some money next year with D-Lo. But it's like,
what if Cat wants him back?
The Cat, he won him there in the first.
That's what I'm saying. That's how he got there.
The record of players being GMs is really bad. I want to say players love talking about how people don't know basketball. It's like, actually, y'all don't know basketball.
Y'all do not
know roster construction. It is bad every time. LeBron on the list. It's a lot of players on that list.
That's crazy.
KD, Kyrie on the list. Harden on the list. Listen, I could keep going. It would never end.
Yeah, that's
just
a long
bad.
list.
Like we
bad
wanted him here, and
GMs.
it's like, yeah, how'd this go?
Didn't work, buddy.
Didn't work at all.
Did not work.
But I think, did I have one more? Was that it? My last one is Memphis Grizzlies celebrations after a win. Like
one word. More. Like, I want more of that. Like,
I hear people talk about how it's annoying, and I'm like,
it's annoying because you don't like somebody on that team, or you don't like the team in general.
Why is that annoying?
That's not annoying.
Listen, man, I love.
That's not annoying at all.
I love the Grizzlies. I love how they gloat about it.
Yes.
I love the celebrating, dancing during the interview. It's like, bro, so what? Beat them.
This is exactly.
Beat them then.
You don't want to see them do it.
Yeah,
win.
beat them. Like, yo, like
it's real simple.
It's really that simple. It's like, yo, they
really simple.
They are really young. They don't care. They're not gonna stop.
It's like people that used to complain about Steph's like subtle antics. It's like,
yeah.
Stop it. Like, don't let him hit the three.
Don't stop it.
don't let him put you
Memphis,
to sleep.
Memphis, keep doing it.
Yes,
like I'm every game.
Please,
listen, more of keep dancing during the post game interviews, all that stuff.
Turning
like,
up as a team. That's super cool. Like what?
I love that.
I don't know what they talk
Who
about.
would hate the grit? Who hates that team? If you hate that team, then you're not a fan of fun. Like you don't like fun. I love that team. I'm not a Grizzlies fan by any means, but they're
hate
super fun.
Yes.
Super fun, man. Yeah. But and Steph, night celebrations. That night celebration.
Amazing.
Did he start it had that last year?
Yeah, he started it last year.
That's the one right there. Cause he hit it against the Cavs.
That mug made his rounds too.
Like, oh my God.
And
like,
multiple sports.
Woo, that night celebration. That's the one.
That is amazing.
That kind of phases out the LeBron stomping thing.
Oh yeah.
Like the night is number.
The LeBron thing didn't happen frequent enough anyway.
That was the one for a while though.
Yeah, it was.
Because everybody did it, every sport, whatever. Like the Steph night.
Yeah, they were doing it.
Yeah, the Steph. That's the number one now.
Night. That was whoever came up with that.
Man. Like,
y'all did that.
He hit that three against the Cavs and did that, and in
always,
Cleveland, and it was
amazes me how quickly they do that stuff.
What?
Like, because you don't know if you're gonna make the shot or not. Well, I'm presuming a guy like that thinks he's making it, but. Like to hit that mug and immediately like remember like the time.
I wonder what made him even start doing it because it wasn't always a thing. I wonder what made him do it the first time.
That is a good question.
I don't even know the first game whatever he did.
I remember the first time I seen him do it. Actually.
Yeah, no, I know in the playoffs I saw it a lot though.
Finals,
he did a lot in the playoffs in general.
It got elevated.
Yeah, in the finals it definitely went everywhere, and it always more fun when he
on the road.
Does he only do it on the road?
I think he does. I haven't seen him do it at home.
Yeah, he only doesn't. Like I love it.
Yeah.
Like it's over. Got to get back to my family.
That might go in line with people saying curtains.
Curtains is great.
Like whenever the game's over, it's like it's over.
Night,
like
night.
Good night. night is amazing.
Man. Night. Yeah, man. Let me give a special shout out to Desmond Bane. I see you.
I see you too. I've been seeing you a couple years now.
I remember I brought him up Summer League last year about him just improving and ball handling a lot more and making more decisions. And the leap he's took, Desmond Bane is. I don't know if he's all-star, but it's like I mean, maybe if they record, like, dude, he's been
depending on where they land.
He balled out again last night. Like Desmond Bane is, I think he's averaging almost 20. He's something right at 24, 25 a night. Like, man,
he's here.
Definitely whoa, like
that changes that team a lot.
That that. Because before you look at that team, you look at okay, it's Ja and like who's the other guy.
You would hope it was Jackson Jr., but
injuries. He's still the guy on defensively. They're a different kind of team.
Offensively, it just comes
Bane on offense is like he got a sidekick. Especially that game, they both had 38.
Yeah, that game was crazy. That
like, yeah, it's like, dude, Josh got a real sidekick. Like, Bane get 30,
it looks a little like some of the nights it looks a little Clayish, where like you don't know what quarter is coming, but he just gonna heat up.
Bro, it's looking, it's looking a little Clayish with a little bit more like, at least as far as getting to the basket. It's not just the threes with him, even though he's knocked down. He's doing even
he knows how to parlay.
He makes a little bit. Like it's a lot more play with a little bit more responsibility.
Yeah. No, he's not just seeing
the system. Because how the Warriors play, Clay doesn't do a lot of ISO pick and roll stuff.
Getting to the rim in general. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's not necessarily his thing, but he gets a lot more responsibility doing that. But shout out to Desmond Bane. Shout out Desmond Bane. Listen, we see you balling.
Yes, sir.
We see it. Shout out to Grizzlies. Shout out to Grizzlies in general. Shout out Memphis.
All that. That's a live team, man.
I love that team. Like that's not my team, but it's like, man, I wish that was like my team.
Yeah, like,
though.
Who hates that, man?
I wish that was my team. But we'll talk to y'all next time, man. We out, man. Hopefully the Lakers still trash.
No, please don't. Probably will be though.
All right, we out, y'all. Follow us, F3 Flagrant 3 podcast. Follow us, subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and
everywhere you stream.
And all the DSPs.
Yes, sir.
We'll see y'all later.